fires. So we're developing small-scale, low-cost portable systems that can latch onto the back of tractors and pickup trucks and deploy to rural hard-to-access regions to locally operate and densify the residues on site into higher value carbon-negative bioproducts such as fertilizer blends, chemicals, and biofuels, thereby building this self-sufficient rural economy that also is less reliant on imported chemicals, and thereby advancing climate justice. So we've been working with a fleet of 6 reactors, both in India as well as here in California, in the case of agriculture and forest residues, and always looking for partners, both in the biomass supply as well as the end use. Thank you so much.
I would now like to invite Guillaume to the stage to speak on behalf of Greenify.
Hi there, I'm Guillaume with Greenify, and we're here to make home performance projects more affordable. We're thinking things like HVAC, insulation, solar. As many of you guys know, these are expensive things, $10,000, $20,000, sometimes more than $30,000. The good news is there's a lot of money out there to actually reduce the prices of these. Think things like government incentives, rebates, tax credits. The issue is less than 20% of contractors actually make use of this money. Why not? Because it's a real pain. It actually requires a lot of duplicative paperwork, receivables tracking, and even if contractors are actually able to go through all the paperwork and actually apply for these things, there's still this question of actually needing to float the cash before the customers actually pay out and these government programs actually pay out. So we're here and making this process a lot easier. With Greenify, we ingest the data about the project, validate it via our ML algorithm, and actually are able to front the money to contractors right off the bat at installation time so that they can focus on what they're good at, which is actually the projects and not all this paperwork. We optimize financing so contractors can actually optimize the projects themselves. We're launching in New York State by the end of the year, and then we'll see if we go to adjacent states from there. Very excited to be decarbonizing the residential energy space. Thank you.
Wonderful. All right, we are going to now invite Tanya up to the stage from Community Energy Partners. Wonderful.
Hello, Verge23. Raise your hand if you're in a building. Every hand should be up. Raise your hand if that building is using energy. Every hand should be up. You are part of the problem. 30% of global carbon emissions come from buildings, and primarily from building energy use. So, rightly so, policymakers are trying to solve this problem by passing really stringent building energy codes and building performance regulations, as well as changing energy and utility prices to decarbonize the grid. CEL, Community Energy Labs, is solving a problem that building operators find complex, frustrating, and very expensive. In our beachhead market of K-12 schools, energy is the second biggest cost after labor. They spend more on energy than they spend on computers and textbooks combined. So our IoT and software as a service control technology rides on top of building automation systems and thermostats in order to deliver optimum comfort to occupants, elders, children, people trying to learn, while reducing energy consumption 25% beyond a best-in-class building automation system on the market today at 1/20th of the cost and installed in less than a day. And this is not vaporware. We now have published measurement and verification results in the peer-reviewed Journal of Energy in Buildings, and we have gone from 2 buildings in that trial in the spring to 24 entire campuses that will be running through measurement and verification. They finished summer verification, and they're moving on to winter right now. 2 of them right across the bay over there in Cupertino and Monte Vista. So I'd love to talk to you about the kinds of results that we're seeing with schools. This is a groundbreaking technology, really taking building automation systems from like a mainframe computer to a personalized computer so that it's affordable by the 90% of the market that doesn't have access to large capital projects. Quick, low cost, fast results in 2 months to 9 months. Community Energy Labs, building automation. Come talk to me, I'm Tanya Barron.
Wonderful, thank you, Tanya. We're going to move on now to Cleantech with Jean-Paul.
Thank you very much. Hello, everybody. We are Cleantech, and we are an alternative protein source made out of insects. Who of you would ever try to eat an insect on your own? 2. Exactly 3. That's exactly what we realized. And if you want to try, you're invited to our booth, no problem. But we realized that people do not want to eat insects. In fact, a lot of startups that do insects are failing. And we realized that and say we took it from a business approach because people do not figure out the business model. Transportation is a huge bottleneck. That is why we secured a strategic partnership with more than 100 tons of industrial scale food waste a day. This issue is what we are addressing. We are selling it to the animal feed market, either to aquaculture or to pet food manufacturers. Please visit our booth and we are happy to share, and we are looking for investors, partners, customers, and anyone in our network that we might help us to grow this business into a more sustainable future. Thank you very much.
All right, we now like to invite OmniFlow up to the stage. Is Frank here? Yes, wonderful.
Hi, everyone. So as we know, the global agriculture uses up 70% of the world freshwater supply. And OmniFlow has designed a innovative way to combat with the clogging issue in the drip irrigation. And because of that, we're able to save the water by more than 50% in the most advanced drip irrigation industry. And not only that, we can also reduce the pressure required for irrigation by more than 10 times of the drip irrigation. So combined together, not only we're able to save water, but also save energy, and enables irrigation at remote areas such as desert or third world countries that don't have access to electricity or pumping system. So with the low pressure, low flow system, it ensures safety for the users, and it can also be applied to vertical surfaces such as green walls, vertical irrigation, or green roofing. We're excited to share with you more about our irrigation technologies, and thank you very much.
Wonderful, thank you, Frank. We're now going to move on to Cindy from Spirited. Wonderful.
Hi, my name is Bill. Cindy is over here with me providing support. Can you imagine a world that doesn't have any plastic waste? Well, our company is Spirited, and we are going to be ending the world's plastic waste problem by creating biodegradable plastic, specifically PHA. What's going to separate us from our competition is that our PHA is going to be very cost effective. This is due to our innovative biorefinery model. Our biorefineries are going to be able to capture all of the wastewater from industrial food and beverage manufacturers. And because we will be able to create multiple sustainable and profitable byproducts through our biorefineries, our overhead cost for a PHA is going to be very low. This is going to enable us to go achieve cost parity with petroleum-based plastic. Therefore, we're going to be able to go and disrupt the $5 trillion petroleum plastic industry. That's 5 trillion with a T. Our mission begins in Lexington, Kentucky, which is the home of bourbon country, where we have access to more than 1 billion gallons of distillery waste every year. And then we're going to move on to other forms of spirits, hence our name, Spirited, and then from there on to other industrial food and beverage. Thank you.
Great, thanks so much, Bill. We're now going to move on to Terrence from Ephemeron Labs.
Hello. Oh, it's a little bit loud. Hopefully we won't get tinnitus. A little bit further away. I hope you enjoy your hearing, and so do I. So I'm Terrence. We do functional imaging of semiconductors, devices, and materials, both solar cells, chips and then also power electronics. We're interested in helping manufacturers make better devices at higher yields. So semiconductors, it takes 2 months, from start to finish. It's a very energy-intensive process. By saving that yield and finding defects at the beginning, you're not investing more money into those products that end up failing. We're interested not only in the failures that happen in the fab, but also long-term reliability. We want solar panels to last for 20 years, not 10 or 5. So we're interested in that long-term reliability, and then essentially so that we can enjoy having nice things. So my table's over there at the Cleantech Open, and welcome to come and find us. We're looking at strategic investors and other people that we can help, people who make things. So come and find me if you do that. Thank you.
Wonderful. We're now going to hear from Brigade Automation Corporation. So I would like to invite Tom to the stage.
Hello, my name is Joshua, and I want everyone to imagine a world where mountains of trash can transform into mountains of opportunities. One where society has a system for all waste to be recycled, preserving our planet for future generations. This is our North Star at Brigade Automation Corporation, a robotics company developing new technologies to improve landfill diversion rates. Currently, landfills are facing bottlenecks with the waste they are forced to receive due to California green building codes. And our product, the BaggerBot, is a high-speed robotic bagging solution that is capable of bagging various kinds of certified recycled materials. It is a valuable tool for anyone who needs bagged recycled materials at an affordable price that will help landfills earn higher profit margins while meeting sustainability quotas at the same time. At Brigade, we are committed to building a reusable future, and with your support, we can transform overabundant piles of trash into the next gold rush. Thank you.
All right. I'd now love to hear from Leap Photovoltaics. Do we have Matthias? Wonderful. Okay.
Hi there. At Leap Photovoltaics, we're developing high-performing silicon solar cells that will cut costs in half and solve supply chain bottlenecks. Solar is the energy of the future, but the supply chain for solar is broken. We've talked with dozens of panel manufacturers that have highlighted the twin challenges of supply chain disruptions and commodification in the industry, which have left them with razor-thin margins when they can deliver product at all. With our breakthrough in silicon solar cell manufacturing, we're making cells that are drop-in replacements for wafer-based cells and providing them to panel manufacturers at a substantial discount and with a secure domestic supply chain. Panel manufacturers are excited about this value proposition. We've signed LOIs with 2 panel manufacturers representing our first $1 million in sales to start testing cells as early as next year. So our technology is so unique because we're using an additive manufacturing process that eliminates waste from solar cell manufacturing as it is today. So we can use 90% less silicon, 70% less energy to cut production cost in half. We're working to complete our prototype, and as I was saying, transition into pilot production next year to deliver on our LOIs, and then work from there to secure large purchase orders and move into high volume production over the next couple of years. Please come by to my booth and say hi. I'd love to connect. Industry folks, investors, talent, we're looking for everything, so I appreciate you coming by. Thanks.
All right. Do we have Taylor from Arcam here? Yes, we do. Awesome. Good. I'm glad you set it up.
Hi, I'm Taylor from Arcam Technologies. We're a company focusing on 3D concrete printing of marine renewable energy infrastructure. So this encompasses things that range from the solar, wind, and even the wave energy generation industries. And we look at making anchoring systems, floating platforms, fixed bottom platforms, and even energy storage vessels. By using 3D concrete printing technology, we're able to automate the whole process. We're able to take conventional steel designs and implement them with concrete. By doing this, we're able to cut costs from 60 to 80% and reduce carbon emissions by 90% compared to steel alternatives. Comparing to steel, which is typically imported and results in foreign labour, we're able to keep jobs local and domestic by using local domestic supply chains of concrete in a smaller footprint than you typically would with a conventional concrete plant. With our machines, we're able to manufacture the range of these products with just the one machine, and we can range in sizes from the size of a table and upscale them up to the size of a bus. If you want to come see me, we'll be over there at the floor to discuss further. Thanks.
Wonderful. I would love to invite up to stage Sheriff Recycling. We'll hear from you next. Hi everyone, I'm Sheriff Recycling and I am the CEO and co-founder. We are drowning in waste. Over 150 million tons of single-use disposables are produced each year. And recycling, unfortunately, isn't helping with that problem. Only 9% of plastics have been recycled, and unfortunately, that number has actually been decreasing year over year. To actually solve the problem, companies have been looking at reuse models. So at Cycly, we help companies switch to a reuse model by providing the reuse infrastructure. We are working with city governments to provide reuse bins into everyone's homes and across municipalities. We have seen how current models currently put the onus on consumers. So currently, when reuse providers are providing reuse containers, they're asking consumers to either mail in an empty package or go back to a specific location to return that empty container. Unfortunately, most consumers don't even go into store to buy an item that they want or need. So to ask consumers to go back to a specific location to return an empty container is a huge ask. So instead, with our infrastructure, consumers are able to toss their reusables across any business that is providing a reusable container into their own reuse bins within their own homes, similar to that of recycling or composting that they're used to today. We then deal with the logistics of hauling those containers back, storing them, and redistributing them back to each business to reuse once again. So if you are a company that's looking forward to moving up that zero waste hierarchy and starting a reuse model, please feel free to reach out to us. We are at the booth right near the entrance of this hall, and we're looking forward to talking to you all. Thank you. Great. We'd love to have next up Steve from Megatech.
All right. Good afternoon. I'm Steve Flaherty, founder and CEO at Ecotech. We are out of Columbus, Ohio, and we are helping to decarbonize the heavy industrial market, mainly in asphalt and concrete. So we are a 2019 Cleantech Open Midwest winner. We've gone on to partner with the world's largest asphalt producer to co-locate our asphalt plants on their existing sites. So no new environmental impact. And we are doing the recycling of asphalt through materials, equipment, and processes. So 100% recycled asphalt. So you rip up a road or a parking lot, you recycle it completely. We're using used tires instead of liquid petroleum to rejuvenate that asphalt, and it actually produces a longer lasting pavement, more durable, and extends the life about 3 to 5 years. And then we are using an ultra efficient furnace to heat it, as opposed to the conventional plants that are out there. So we actually complement the existing asphalt production, which is why the partnership. And we are deploying 75 plants over the next 5 years. So come see us over in the Cleantech Open Space. Love to talk to you more.
Thank so much, Steve. We'd now like to have, is there anything from Ohm Charging here? There might not be. All right. We're going to move on to New Planet with Jose Pierre.
How is everyone? I'm Jose Perez, CEO and co-founder of New Planet. Our mission is clear, fostering more environmental action through our environmental house, Bubbles. Why? Because in the US alone, there's 100 million millennials and Gen Z that consider climate a top priority, and 40 million are already acting on it. There is currently no hub that brings together conservation organizations, businesses, and people. And we created a system that does so in a way that generates environmental and financial profit for all actors involved. People can join initiatives from our partner organizations such as coral restoration, mangrove restoration, tree planting, beach cleanups, and they can earn points. Those points we call bubbles. Now, accumulated bubbles unlock special deals and discounts with our developing network of reward providers, like hospitality and retailers. You can think of this as your environmental meetup meets Groupon. We're over there at the CTO Lounge as well, so visit us to learn more. We're looking to engage with corporate partners and also raising our PC round. Thank you.
Wonderful. I'd now like to invite up Alex. You're up from Power3D.
Hello, everyone. My name is Alex Sanchez. I am the CTO and co-founder of Power3D. We are working on a revolutionary new battery manufacturing and cell architecture that will help change the battery landscape. As I'm sure you're aware, there's hundreds of batteries around us right now, and I think most of you would agree that you wish they were better. There's lots of approaches to this, new battery chemistries, but those introduce a lot of new challenges, especially with scale and figuring out how they actually work. So we've taken a new approach by using what we already do, the chemistries we already have in the battery space, and using 3D printing to better access the active material inside our batteries. This lets us improve energy density by up to 2 times where they are today, as well as improve charge rate capability, which is a very important metric in a lot of different industries. We're currently working on our next generation of prototype to go after the UAV or drone market, which really cares about lightweight, longer flying batteries. If you're interested in learning more, please stop by at the Cleantech Open booth space. I'd love to talk to you and tell you more about our company. Thank you for your time.
Okay, now I'd like to invite up Brevian Energy with Ron Matthews. He's got the fan base.
Good afternoon, Verge. How's everybody doing? My name is Rod Matthews. I'm the CEO of Brevian Energy, and it is our sincere belief that all communities deserve clean power and clean energy. But so at Brevian Energy, we are community microgrid solution providers. So instead of community solar, we do community microgrids because we fully believe that people need power at nighttime as well. So what we do is we go into landfills that are located in lower to moderate income communities because there are not a lot of landfills located near mansions. So we come in, we help these particular communities create special purpose vehicles to be fiduciaries for these particular projects. And as a microgrid provider, we come in as the development aspect of it. We do the development, the engineering, procurement, and construction, and we also do the ongoing operation and maintenance. But the special purpose vehicle that is made up of the community, and for as little as $100, community members can buy into these projects and become the members of this SPV, and they sell the power to the municipalities and the CCAs. That creates income for the community, And we also introduced an element of workforce development. So the people who actually deploy these projects in these areas where the people are forgotten about are actually being trained to do them themselves and maintain them. So we look for your help. We want to make sure that everyone has the access to clean energy and power. And we're over at the booth. We can tell you how we can help do that. Thank you.
Well, do we have Darren from Video here? Yes, welcome to the stage.
Hey everyone, I'm Julian, Darren's co-founder of Verge23. This is the Bay Area's first all-electric car service. We're licensed in the state of California to operate like a black car service, but we have a fleet of all-electric vehicles, and our focus is round-trip rides starting in the Bay Area. We want to connect urban centers like the South Bay and San Francisco to all of the incredible businesses and wineries that are in the Napa, Sonoma, Marin area. And we want to make sure you can actually get a ride back. So currently you can rent a Suburban or something like that for $1,000 a day. We're trying to be much more cost competitive with Uber, and currently are cost competitive with Uber Black. Meanwhile, decarbonizing the whole ride experience. We're featuring wineries and local businesses in our app and bringing people to these places that are underserved and inaccessible by public transportation. If you want to find out more, you can find our booth right over there. And if you want 10% off your first ride, we're launching in 2024, and the QR code's right over there. Thank you.
I'm trying to steal my microphone. I'd now like to invite up Hi Mary. Do you have Kimberly here or something? Wonderful. Right on up to the stage. Hi, I'm Kimberly with Hi Mary. So our software is a battery management system. It's a novel type of BMS, and we're going to start validating it next year in a brand new EV. So if you have a complementary technology that goes in electric vehicles, we'd love to talk to you. Maybe we can collaborate. And yeah, it's hyverde.com, and we're Hi Verde. Thank you. Great. Thank you so much, Kim. I'm now going to move on to Build Smarter. I don't know if we have any Build Smarter here. All right. Moving right along. Power On. Do we have Darian? Yes. Wonderful. Welcome to the stage.
Thank you. All right. Who really hates power outages? All right. We all do. Our modern lives are electrified and the grid's been letting us down. Each year, Americans experience 1 billion hours of power outages due to central grid failures. And backup power has been expensive, unreliable, and hard to maintain. But not anymore. With Power On, we provide battery backup as a service. And with our power outage protection plans, it's as simple as a Netflix subscription. Just choose a plan and get backup power during an outage. You bring the power station inside, plug in what you want to power, and you're good to go. Back to your daily lives. So that's all. Thanks for taking the time to listen. My name's Darian. I'm the founder of Power On, and come chat with me. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Darian. Do you have anybody from X-Post? I saw you from there. Yes, good. Glad that I called it out.
Hello everyone, my name is Wei-Kang Li. I'm the co-founder of X-Post. So we're doing battery recycling. Battery recycling is really critical as it may cause serious fire hazards in certain circumstances. Meanwhile, batteries are precious as they contain valuable components such as lithium, cobalt, and nickel. However, less than 50% of the batteries are being recycled globally. Such a low percentage is due to, it's not very unsurprising if you really know how current recyclers are doing their work. It's very long and tedious process, almost the same as the refining and the mining process. So they suffer from low productivity as well as the low profitability. So Xpost is reshaping the recycling process with our new patent pending process, which allows with a much more efficient recovery of cathode active materials for new battery manufacturers. So with this new process, we have great competitive advantages over other recyclers. Our process consumes much less energy and emits much less greenhouse gas emissions. So they also demonstrate great potential for profitability, specifically for lithium iron phosphate batteries. So finally, I want to say thank you all for coming here, and we're at Cleantech Open Booth. Feel free to come by and talk to me. Thank you so much.
Great, thank you everyone. We're going to move on to Verge Sensing. Is Brooke here? Wonderful. Come on up.
Hello everyone, my name is Brooke Randolph. I am a co-founder of Verge Sensing. With the growing popularity of communities living in the wildland-urban interface, or the WUI, residents are being put into high-risk situations, trying to get themselves and their loved ones to safety in the event of a wildfire, with little to no evacuation time. Here at Verge Sensing, we are providing you that extra time. We are doing this with a network of sensors that uses an AI-driven model to give real-time fire risk within the WUI. In the event of a wildfire, having this information is essential. The idea is we're getting families to safety before it's a life or death situation. Because unfortunately, wildfires is an inevitable byproduct of climate change, but here at Verge Sensing, we are here to help protect you and your family. So please come chat with us at the Cleantech Open Booth, and we'd be happy to share more about what we're working on. Thank you.
Awesome, thank you, Brooke. Is anyone from Optimal Greening here? Listen, you were already on the path. That's great.
Hello everyone. I want you to imagine a community that does not have access to clean water, electricity, schools, and healthcare facilities in 2023 or 2023. So my name is Hosseini Yahen, and I'm the founder of a nonprofit called Optimal Greening Foundation. What we do is we develop unserved and marginalized communities. The community I just described is in Nigeria, where I live, and we have just completed a pilot project for a water, sanitation, and hygiene services. This project included innovative, renewable, and circular technologies. Now that the pilot has been delivered, we're looking to scale it into many more vulnerable communities. I know that in this part of the world, we take these services for granted, but it is so impactful to change the lives of so many people who don't have access to these basic amenities. So we're raising funds to scale these services, and we're looking for partners in corporates who might be giving us grants, because that's how we raise the money for the pilot, as well as venture philanthropists and perhaps social impact investors. Our booth is back there. If you're interested to learn more about the pilot or just about the communities that we work in, we'd be happy to share more information. Thank you.
All right, and we're going to finish things off with InfinRel. We have Bert here. Oh, that's what I was just saying.
Thank you, Olivia. Good afternoon. InfinRel prevents blackouts. Blackouts from so-called inverter-based resources, which are at the heart of every single renewable energy power plant. When it fails, it's like a heart failure. InfinRel has developed an EKG technology It's like a heart monitor that prevents those failures from happening because we can tell our clients what to replace and how much time they have before components literally blow up. We do have a signed commercial term sheet with a publicly traded global energy developer, and we're rolling out our EKG technology, which is patent issued in Europe and US this year. If you like to join our fine investor family, or you know someone that is a subject matter expert in power electronics, please come see us. We are Cleantech Open 21 Western Regional winner. Our table is on the left, over there. Look for the dual monitor and the EKG. Happy to show you. Thank you, Olivia.
All right, would you like to come up? Yeah. One more.
Okay, my name is Harp. I'm the founder and CEO of a company called Build Smarter, where our goal is to enable the sustainable mass production of housing. Nothing has changed in housing for hundreds of years. What do? We make a 3D digital twin of every single project. We send that 3D digital twin to our CNC machines and robotics. We prefabricate all your walls, all your floors, all your trusses out of recycled steel sourced from electric net zero furnaces. What this results in is the fastest and most cost-efficient way to build a home. We have over $21.5 million in projects in our pipeline, working on a 8-story building in Canada, which is one of the tallest prefab buildings in Canada. And we actually have a 15-minute finals pitch presentation at the CTO in Verge23, I think. If anyone wants to hear the full pitch, please come see me.
All right, thank you, everyone. Let's get one more round of applause for everyone one more time. Up on the stage. I'm going to make way now for pitches in the next section from another organization. But as they mentioned, all of our tables are up there to the left of where I'm pointing, or your right, my left. And we have the largest booth in Verge, so please come visit all of our startups. We're nationally based in 6 regions across the US, so there's a place for everyone, and they all need your support. So thank you very much, and we'll see you in the next one.